Happy Friday. Look, I'm starting my Friday with a nice smoothie. I wanted to get on here and have a little conversation with you. Let's talk about the market in Atlanta. Let's talk about listings. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's a shortage of inventory in Atlanta. What does that mean? That means we are in a seller's market. So we literally have so little inventory that I think we're sitting at 1.8 months. That means that if we put no new inventory out, we're going to run out of houses for sale in 1.8 months. Anything under 6 months, it's considered a seller's market. Anything above 6 months is considered a buyer's market. What is the reason for this happening currently? A lot of different variables. I'm going to tell you the first part is definitely the fact that the interest rates are the lowest they've been in almost 50 years. So a lot more buyers entered in the market. Because of COVID, quite a bit of people are not wanting to put their houses on the market. They're not sure if they're going to be able to find something because there's low inventory. So I wanted to kind of chat about what your options are. I actually have a team, and my team, I have Jacob on my team that calls for sale by owners and expireds. And what we noticed is some of these for sale by owners are selling to companies, what we call iBuyers, like Open Door and Zillow and things of that nature. I just want to make sure that you understand or are aware that the number that the iBuyers give you, there's quite a bit of extra fees that are involved, and they're normally in the other pages of the contract. So I wanted to tell you that we do have an iBuyer program with Keller Williams, and I am certified with that. So if you are considering, I don't want to put it in the market, I don't want to go the traditional route, I want to sell it to an iBuyer. Not only do I have investors that are willing to buy them directly, if not, Keller offers this option as well, and I get to actually negotiate in your behalf. So I can push the price up based on what the after repair values are. The third reason or third way that you can actually sell a house as well is, let's say that you have a lot of equity but you don't have cash and you want to go ahead and put the house on the market, but you know that you might need to do some updates to the home. Well, if you do the updates, I have a program called Improve and Move where my contractors will come in, they'll do the updates to the house, and then we'll turn around and put it on the market, what we call in the regular fair market, and push the price up. Right now, we're averaging multiple offers in all of our listings that we put on the market, even the ones that need some work, investor type properties. And if it's a property that literally we call it the turnkey, like you could move in directly, new carpet, new paint, updated kitchens, bathrooms, they're averaging, like, I put in 3 offers this week for our buyers, and we're getting beat up by some of our cash offers. Some of those properties are getting like 13, 15 offers in the first 24 hours, and they kind of stop the showings. So if you have any rental property, this will be a great time to say, hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and liquidate that. And then maybe, and it's kind of like the concept of the stock market, right? You buy low, sell high, right? Right now we're selling high. So rental properties are definitely a great way to go ahead and liquidate those, sell those, take that money, and then maybe go and invest in that in a different real estate part of town, maybe an up and coming area, or maybe switching it and getting some multifamily, where we call multiple doors. So you have not just one income or passive income, you might have 4, right? Getting a quad. So real estate is an amazing way to build wealth for you. But I do need you to, and Atlanta's not the only market that is a seller's market that's hot right now. So I had a great conversation yesterday with a friend of mine, and we were talking about the fact that in a year and a half, he's increased and almost got over $100,000 of equity in his house. And he's considering, what do I do with this equity? Well, we talked a little bit, and one of the things options that he had was, his interest rate is a lot more than what it is now. So I said, you could always refi. And if you want to pull that money out, you can use that money to go buy another rental property. Or you can go ahead and sell it because you've lived there, but you haven't lived there more than 2 years. And remember that the key here is, if you live in a house that you bought for 2 years, you don't have to pay capital gains. That means you keep all that money and don't have to pay Uncle Sam. So when I tell you, people wonder why I try to sell my house like every 3 to 4 years. I sell it when I notice that there's quite a bit of equity in the house. I sell it, I cash out, and I go and do something else. So that gave me the opportunity to go and buy this duplex that I'm renovating right now. So I say all this to say, if you have some rental properties or the property you live in and you're considering selling it, call me. Let me talk to you about your options. I have 6 different options for you on how to sell your house. One is as is. The other one would be the move and improve and move program, right? Where my contractors do the work and get paid at closing. Killer offers, where they actually give you a cash offer on it. They can close as quick as 2 weeks. I have my investors that can come in and they can partner with you. So if you have land and you want to build on the land, or you have a house that's, let's say in Buckhead, that needs to be really the best use of that land would be leveling it and building brand new. I have investors that will partner with you, and then you guys work out the how you profit once the build is done. I mean, there's so many options for you. Oh, and then I also have another option too, is if you're worried about going and buying a place, or you're not going to be able to find it. I have a company, Homeward, that I'm actually certified with, that you can go, they'll buy the house for you cash that you want to move into. You move into the house, and then we list your other house, right? And then you can sell it and not have to worry about, being homeless, or where do I go? So yes, call me. I need inventory. I have 5 buyers right now looking. Anywhere from $250,000 all the way to $1.1 million. And if you know anybody that owns about 20 acres of land out here in Atlanta area, that it has a lake on it, let me know, because I have a buyer that wants to purchase a house or land out in, and that's at least 20 acres. So trying to find some inventory. That's why I'm in this office, about to make some calls. So if you know anybody that's thinking about selling a house, please, please, please connect us. DM me, connect us. My number is 404-844-9406. I promise you, there's actually times where I will tell somebody that I don't think they should sell. So when you send me a referral, I promise you that I'm always going to look at their best interest and advise them. I am not just a realtor. I am literally, what I consider myself is a wealth builder for others, right? And the wealth building part is making sure that they understand. Because sometimes if you have a property in an area that's up and coming, and you bought it for so little, and you have somebody renting over there, for example, you want to stay there. Like, don't sell it. But there are some areas that I feel like have already kind of maxed out, and they're just not going to grow as fast as maybe other sides of town. So want to make sure that you know that. So I want to be a resource for you, for your friends, and make sure that I can help you build wealth via real estate. So 404-844-9406. I'm here working all day, as a matter of fact, and by 12 o'clock, I get the luxury to teach in my office and teach new agents on how to sell listings. So yes, not only do I help my clients and people with their real estate needs, but I get the luxury to also teach agents nationally with Keller Williams, and we're doing it all via Zoom now, so keeping it safe. You guys, hey Teresa, I'm so glad you think this is good information. And no, I'm not a superstar. I'm just very passionate about what I do. And my goal is to always make people feel great throughout the process of real estate, and more importantly, leave people in a better space than when they met me is always my goal. You guys have a good one. If you have any questions, feel free to put them on here. I'll go back and I'll double check them. And so I'm going to start dropping little nuggets, but this was really about listings and building wealth. So I'm super excited to share more information with you in the future. You guys have a good one. Keep it, stay safe and keep it smiley.